Alright, everybody, this is video 5, the last one for today. Yeah, I don't even think I'm really awake yet, and it's probably like 11, I don't know what time it is, 11:30, I don't know. I've been out here for a little bit, I guess, since 9. I don't know, I think I'm just exhausted from everything I do, really, to be honest. And I'm not pumped up, because I didn't have to pump myself up today, because I don't have to go to work, but at least not work. I need to do stuff with my second job. But anyways, I love that. Not that I don't love my first one. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. That's a good example of what I'm gonna talk about in a second. So this section is verses 169 through 176. The verse that I liked was 175. Let me live that I may praise you, and may your law sustain me. This is a question. It goes perfect with me. At the beginning, I was just rambling and wouldn't shut up. When was the last time your tongue got you in trouble? Okay, this is what I wrote. I'm just going to read what I wrote, and then I'll say a little bit. So everybody knows that I'm an emotional, sensitive person, like I just am. So I really have to think before I open my mouth. Like, I'm learning this, okay? I've learned the hard way, okay? Which some people might think I'm crazy if they ask me a question now and I don't answer right away. Well, my mind goes a mile a minute because, like I said, I analyze everything. I'm logical. That's just the way my brain works. You know, you sit there and say something, I'm like, okay, well, why did they say that? Is it this? Is it that? Is it whatever? So my head's going a mile a minute, right? And what I'm trying to do when you've asked me a question is I'm trying to stop all the bad things that come from my mind from coming out my mouth, okay? So then I have to sit there and think about what I can say that's good, that's positive, or how can I say it in a positive way, right? And this is what I'm going to say. For me, at least this is what I believe about myself. I try my best not to say negative things to people about people. I try not to say negative things about people. I really don't think I do. Now, here's the catch. I will say it's a catch. I will say the truth about people. Like, totally, what? Hello, I will. And maybe sometimes I shouldn't say the truth about people. But I think with my tongue, the problem lies in is that I trust people to be my friends, and I trust them with things I say. Like, if I consider you a good friend and I'm sharing something with you that I'm not going to share with everybody else, like I'm not going to tell everybody else, you know, maybe it's so simple as I like this certain guy, you know, or I tell you something about our date, or I'm telling you how I'm feeling about this. I can only use date. I don't know why I'm using this as an example, because like I'm trying to stay away from everything else, I guess. But so if I'm telling you, like, you know, how I'm feeling about this person, you know, I don't feel like you should be telling someone else. You know, that's just my opinion. Let's see. Okay, so what I said was, I think my problem lies with trusting people with things I say. Sometimes people will be like, taking what I've said when I've trusted that person with something, and that will carry on to more people, and somehow the truth gets lost. You know what I'm saying? And I guess my problem was, my thing is this, I put, moreover, if I was trusting a friend, it should have never been repeated in the first place. And that's so true. Like, if I'm sitting there telling you something, you shouldn't be repeating it. If I consider you a good friend, you know, and it's something, maybe it's something I'm struggling with, I'll go with that. Like, I'll use that as an example. Like, if I'm going to share with you something I'm struggling with, like, okay, this one I can throw out there, it doesn't matter. Like, I think I have a shopping problem. Like, I love clothes. Like, I like to look good. I think maybe that could be a problem. You know, it's a tempt. Let's put it this way. Because someone asked me, you know, I said that it was an addiction, but somebody asked me, so do you like actually not pay your house payment and spend that money on buying stuff? And I said no, because I'm not stupid enough. Like, I know I have to pay my house payment. You know, I have to have somewhere to live. I have kids that, you know, I'm responsible for, that I have to take care of, you know. And she's like, well, it's not an addiction. Well, it may not be an addiction, but let's just say it's a temptation then for me. It's one of those things, the lust of the eyes, the lust of the flesh, the pride of life. Shopping is a temptation for me, you know, and I have to stop. Like, I think I just need to, certain emails, like they'll send me these emails about stuff and like sales and stuff, and I'm like, oh, it's a sale, you know, like 50% off. What, 50% off? That's a lot, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh man, like I need to whatever. But so anyway, I think I just went off there. Sorry, I need to stay focused. So I think that me telling that person that, you know, and then they would tell everybody else, that's not good, you know. So I've learned that I have to be very careful with who I trust as my close friends, because like I've said before, I only trust a handful of people to be my close friends that I will tell the intimate, most detailed stuff about, because I've learned that people will take that stuff and twist it, and sometimes not even twist it, they'll just say it back to you, you know, and kind of like stab you in your heart, you know what I'm saying? And to me, that's not right, you know. And you know, we all do things that's not right, whatever. So I just have to forgive them, move on, whatever. Like, I just have to believe that they purposely would not try and hurt me. That's just what I have to believe to make it. So, and of course, there's the verse that I thought of. It's from Proverbs 18:21. It says, "Life and death are in the power of the tongue, and this is Mary's paraphrasing of it, and I'm not sure which version it is. I think I took King James and some other versions and put them together. So Proverbs 18:21, I'm going to repeat it again, sorry. "Life and death are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it will eat the fruit from it." What? So true. You have to be very, very careful what comes out of this. And it starts from here, and it starts from your heart, right? Because there's a scripture that I'm just thinking of now. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So what comes from here started in here. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be very careful. You have to guard your heart. You have to protect your heart. The other verse that I love, that I found a while ago, and it's really helped me, and this is not the King James version, I think this is the New Living Translation. So pretty much it's like our English nowadays and our language nowadays. So I really like it. It's Proverbs 21 verse 23. Basically says, if you keep your mouth shut, you will stay out of trouble. What? Hello. And I mean, there's so many scriptures about your mouth, you know, and different stuff. And the tongue, I think I want to say there's a scripture that says the tongue is like full of deadly poison, you know, or it refers it to being poison. And that's so true, because once you say things out your mouth, you can't take them back, you know. Even if you realize it was something you shouldn't have said, you can't take it back because you've already put it out there. It's too late, you know. So we just have to be very, very, very careful what we say. And I'm, for one, I totally agree with that, because I learned the hard way. I had to be very careful who I trust as my friends, telling those things, you know, just even so simple as a friend, like, you know, like I was in a car accident, I can't exercise, you know, anymore. I mean, I walk every day at work, but like my doctor said I can't lift weights, and I've tried, and I can't do it because it kills my back, you know. Like I've tried different things and it kills my back, so I can't do it, you know. And I was a person who exercised, so it's hard for me. But you know, I had someone who threw it back up in my face, like, well, I bet you don't exercise, do you? And I'm like, okay, wait a second, I've told you, like, I can't exercise because of the car accident and my back. I have a lot of issues with my back. Like I told you, I can't exercise. So why would that be something that you would throw in my face when you know how I feel? Like I strongly want to lose weight, because I've never weighed this much, you know what I'm saying? And I never even weighed this much when I was pregnant, like full term with all 3 of my kids. So it's an issue with me, but it's hard for me to lose weight because I can't exercise. And for you to throw that back in my face, like that really hurts. But like I said, you know what? I'm just going to take for granted that they didn't mean to say it to hurt me. And like, just forget about it, because, you know, we all say dumb things out of this thing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I was like, wait a second, somebody's texting me, and I'm like, what? Sorry, things, you know, you're on your phone and things pop up. Anyway, just be very careful what comes out of your mouth. I know we all know this, you know what I'm saying? And it's all a learning process for us. And I think the best learning experience, at least for me, is by doing something stupid or making a mistake or whatever. How do they phrase it? Experience is the best teacher. You know what I'm saying? What? That's so true. And those things that we experience good, it's not necessarily a good teacher, you know. But that stuff that we've done that's stupid or bad, or it's ultimately came out bad, is definitely the best teacher. You know what? Because like, we think about those things, and those things just like pop out, stick out to us, right? All right, so that was video 5. I'm done for the day. I'm done with Psalm 119. I don't know, like everything in Psalm is awesome. Everything in the Bible is awesome. But what Psalms and Proverbs, holy cow, like just the the word usage, the descriptive words, the description, the words that they just put together, even if they're just simple words to explain how they were feeling about God and the things that they were going through. Oh my goodness, it is so awesome. All right, so today's Saturday. I hope you guys have a fabulous, fabulous weekend. I hope you go to church and give a shout out to Elevation. What? If you don't have a church home, find a good one. You know, I'm of course going to say Elevation is a good one. There's other churches I know that are awesome too. What? Okay, yeah, I'm going to give a shout out to my prior church too, International Praise. Most awesome church also. Love the pastor and his wife. What? They're the most awesome people. Yes, I'm doing a shout out to them because I love them. I love them, and I always would say, I love them to death. You know, but I have my adopted mom. She says, don't say that. Say you love me to life. So I love them to life. And they're an awesome church. You know what I'm saying? I love them. So either go there, you know what I'm saying, or go to Elevation, or just find you a good church with a great pastor who actually loves and cares for you and loves and cares for God. You know what I'm saying? That is the most important thing. Anyways, I'm not going to get on a soapbox on that, but you guys have a great weekend. Peace out.